They loving the style. They loving the style. Send me the Addy, I'm hunting them down. Send me the Addy, I'm hunting them down. Bow. Bow. Bow, bow, bow.
Bow. It's Steph. And don't forget the styles. Yes, sir. So in this video, it's gonna be like the ultimate guard build tutorial. I'm gonna show y'all the best version of every good guard build, and I'm gonna have the timestamps right here for every build. Let's get into it. So for the first build, we're gonna go with the slashing sharp offensive threat, aka the BP build, and just follow the screen. But for this build is really good for ISO. If you do a pick and roll, I wouldn't suggest it because you probably want to build that's a little faster with the Hall of Fame playmaking. But this build is overpowered. It gets Hall of Fame finishing and Hall of Fame shooting, and then plus you get a 90 ball handling. No, you get like an 89 ball handling, 90 plus speed. And you get a good amount of defensive badges the way I make it right here. So you get 15 finishing, 21 shooting, 14 gold playmaking, and I believe I make it to where you have like 8 defensive badges. Let me see. Yeah, 8. Like this build, this is my main build that I'm using right now, and it's OP as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Body shape, none of that matters. But height, make sure you go 6'3". You could go 6'3". Some people even go 6'2" to get that 90 ball handling, but I wouldn't suggest making a guard that's that short. So I feel like 6'3" is the perfect height. Minimum weight and wingspan, it's 1 from minimum, because the difference between that and minimum is they only subtract 1 from mid-range, which you don't really need. So yeah, and then takeover is really personal preference. I always go playmaking because I like making people fall, but that's the best version of the quote-unquote BP build. Next build, this was actually the first build I made this year, and it's really good, especially if you're a good player. Like you know how to time your shot. It's a slashing playmaker. With this build, you get 99 speed. Oh, hold up. For physical profile, make sure you guys choose this one, the vertical. You get 88. Well, you get 96 vertical at 99 and 99 speed. So yeah, a lot of people tend to choose like the first physical profile, but it's only -1 speed, but you still get a 99. Anyway, so with this slashing playmaker build, you only get Hall of Fame playmaking and the rest gold, but this has the best attributes out of every guard build. It's super, like, all around, it's a really good build. At 99, you get an 80, like an 85 driving dunk, 83 3-pointer, 99 ball handling, and you get pretty good defensive stats. So it's a really all around a good build, especially if you know how to shoot. You could time your shot. I still shot like 61% from the 3 with this build. So you get 12 finishing, 15 shooting. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 12 finishing, 15 shooting, 21 playmaking, and 9 defensive badges on this build. And this is the tallest guard build out of the rest, like out of the BP build and the play shots and all of that. But hold up, did I edit this? Let me see what I did with the badges here. Okay, so yeah, I went 13 finishing, 15 shooting, 20 playmaking, and oh yeah, I took 1 off the defense because 9 for defense is pretty, you don't need 9 defense as a guard, especially if you're playing if you have a lock on your team at all times and you play 3s. But it's up to you. You could go 9 or 8. I think 8 is pretty good, but that badge setup is goated, so it's 13, 15, 22, and 8. So with this build, you can go 6'5" because you still have 99 speed and 99 ball handling at 99. So you could go pretty tall with this build. Minimum weight and minimum wingspan. So once again, this is a very good build. Look at the stats and then add +4 for 99. Every time I talk about stats, I'm gonna be referring to the build at 99 because it's very easy to get to 99 and it's easy to maintain 99. Best version of the slashing playmaker. I'm gonna show y'all how to make a 3-point playmaker right here. I see a lot more people making this build because it's like a playmaking shot creator. It's the same chart, but you get better badges, and I feel like this is the best for ISO with the play shot chart. You get Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame playmaking, and you get a pretty good amount of finishing badges and a good amount of defense as well if you play your cards right, which of course I'm going to do because I'm a genius. So like I said, the main build I use right now is that BP build, the slashing sharp offensive threat, but I am working on this build right now just to see like if I feel a lot faster on it, because I might use it. Hall of Fame finishing you don't necessarily need, especially when you're as dominant as me. You get past people anyway. I miss having Hall of Fame playmaking badges and just being like super fast across the court. So right here I set it up. I believe I went 6 finishing, 21 shooting, 19 playmaking, and 7 defensive badges, which is a pretty good setup. Because with the finishing badges, I could just go silver contact finisher, silver fancy footwork, and silver slithery finisher. So those hop steps is still going to be OP. And then you get the 21 Hall of Fame shooting, 19 Hall of Fame playmaking, and the 7 defensive badges. So you're not a liability on defense regardless. When I made mine for height, I went 6'4", but you can go 6'4" or 6'3". I ISO, so I like having a guard that's a little taller. I feel like I finish a little better, but 6'3" is a little faster, so you know you might be able to just rock with that. Wingspan, I believe, did I go all the way down? Yeah, all the way down. And then takeover, as always, is personal preference. I like making people fall 1 out of every 20 games, so I do playmaking. So now for this build, it's very similar to the 3-point playmaker. It's like it's a playmaking shot creator, aka offensive threat. It's the same pie chart as the last build. Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame playmaking. It's really just a different name, and the badges are a little different. So the best way to go with this build, I think the setup I did was 5, 20, 28. And then yeah, so this build is very fast. This is the main build you see people using in like the comp stage and stuff. It's really good for pick and roll. You know, you just move mad fast behind the screens. You get the Hall of Fame shooting, and yeah. So this is like the meta guard build. If you know, mostly every good guard uses this build on the threes, and yeah, this is the best version of it. They be making this build with like no defense because they always have a lock on their team. They just play corner. But I don't play stage all the time. I don't play like every game in the stage. If I'm like in park or 3v3 pro and you play against dudes, you know, that run weird offenses, sometimes I have to play defense, and I don't want to be a liability at all. The best height for this is 6'3". You could go 6'4", you could go 6'2", but the best height for this to me is 6'3", because I don't want to be too short, and I don't want to go 6'4". I don't want to be too slow. Wingspan minimum, takeover. Once again, it's personal preference. I like to choose the worst. Playmaking. So this is the offensive threat, aka playmaking shot creator. The final good guard build, the two-way slashing playmaker, the monster build. This is the build that's taking over the twos court right now. Only make this build if you're a twos player and you ISO. This is a goated build. Make sure you go with that vertical physical profile. You still get 99 speed and 99 vertical. This build is really OP for the twos. Like, it's unstoppable in the paint. You can shoot, you can dribble, and you can play defense. Now, I believe for the bad setup with this build, I went 11 finishing, 10 shooting, which is max, 20 playmaking, and 20 defense. And with this build, I believe you get Hall of Fame playmaking and Hall of Fame defense. Yeah, so this build is crazy. The hop steps is crazy. The shooting, people just can't leave you wide open. They're gonna bait you to shoot a lot, so make sure that you're a pretty good shooter if you use this build, because people they're gonna get tired of you killing them in the paint. They're gonna bait you, or they just might stand in the paint and let you shoot. I get that on my offensive threat, and that shit, like, that's hilarious to me. Like, what, you don't think I can shoot? But they're gonna stand in the paint, they're gonna let you shoot. But this build won't miss too much. You're gonna get a 70 plus 3 at 99, and you get 10 gold shooting badges. It's a very good twos build. Again, for threes, I wouldn't suggest using it. Now for height, 6'5", just like at the slashing playmaker, you can go tall. You can be taller than almost every guard, because at 6'5", you still get that 99 speed, and you get a 90. I can't even see my screen, but you get like an 89 or 90 ball handling, which is very good. Weight minimum as fast as possible. And now this is what makes the build really good, because as you see with every other guard build, it's like minimum wingspan, you have short baby arms. But with this build, you can go, I think, like default, or like one less from default, and you still get that 99 speed, and you get like a 72 3-pointer. But that long wingspan is just gonna help you play defense even better, along with your 20 Hall of Fame defensive badges. You get that the long arms, and that helps you play defense and finish. So go playmaking or lock takeover, and boom, 2-way slashing playmaking. Thanks for watching.